Gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Comrade! Labor right, them a go down, bong. Them a go down, bong. Them a go down. Is that? Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. We now vote for Labour. Orange we a come out in now. If you love the PNP, who no step out for Marky G. Jamaica just come along with we. People time come, people time come, people time is up.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I say that we are pledge of allegiance.
Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, I say that we
We gonna run this town.
Make the trumpets play. Make the trumpets play.
Darkness. Fear darkness. Father, fear darkness. Fear darkness. Yeah. All right.
What's going on with us?
Thank you.
But many of these people, they wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah. How can you have a market that's in darkness in a tourist town?
In the middle of
Like
the town.
tourism ends at
And the
6:30 or something.
all the problem bumpy.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
Why are we transferred into an area where we are not really industry?
Yeah.
We're not really seen enough.
Yeah.
Tourism is craft.
Yeah.
I'm confused why we were shapeshift to that area where we're supposed to be in the tourism ministry where we can get the benefit and people can see us.
Yeah.
Why were we shapeshifting in that industry?
Can I quickly say her concern is significant because the craft sector is in commerce
Industry.
and not tourism.
Right.
When the Minister of Tourism goes overseas to represent tourism in Jamaica, craft is not a part of it, or it becomes second place.
And you can imagine that
it is in tourism
and in industry,
the tourism minister can represent the craft industry.
Yeah,
as well.
and the minister responsible for the industry. Craft would no doubt be very, very low
on the tourism
because it's not even something that traditionally was part of that industry and probably isn't even front and center in his mind.
Right.
So it's an odd policy choice. It wasn't something that we would have done. You know, we saw tourism as craft as being very much part of. Though we agree that there are other elements like culture that come into it as well. And even industry as well, there are aspects of the business that would require their input. But in terms of who's responsible for policy and driving the improvement and development of the craft sector, it should be the tourism industry because it's largely dependent on tourists.
Exactly.
So it makes sense that it should be there.
Right.
Also, if they are required, if all craft traders are required to be TPD
Licensed.
and they have a JTB license. So what?
So there's
I'm not talking about police record. I'm talking about TPD, which is tourism, and JTB, which is tourism.
Yeah.
Hence,
So there's an incoherence. There's a definite incoherence in that policy. That's clear. But you know, we're just saddened that these families that are dependent on craft and have been for generations, some of them, you know, and have the know-how, have the passion for it, you know, and want to be part of the tourism industry to make our tourists feel happy and wanted and want to come back and leave Jamaica with an authentic piece of Jamaica and not being treated as priority participants in the industry. Something's very wrong with that, and we will have to fix it.
Yes. Thank you.
By rehabilitating offenders to become productive citizens rather than re-offenders. When they return to society, every Jamaican has an interest in a prison system that rehabilitates prisoners and makes them productive citizens. We're fooling ourselves if we think that we can just ignore that, let the prisons run in the way they currently run, and solve our national security problem. We will provide the police force with the vehicles, equipment, and training that they need to efficiently respond and investigate and prosecute offenders. We will build out the Jamaica Eye system of cameras to to enhance citizen security and ensure greater accountability for criminal behavior. It is an important part of making Jamaica safe. And we will provide mental health support, including adequate rest to our law enforcement officers to help them cope with the difficulties of their line of work here in Jamaica. And we will partner with non-governmental organizations to support well-designed and sustainable community-based interventions that focus on anger management, parenting skills, conflict resolution, and overall civility, and substantially increase the number of social workers to take on these critical tasks and build social cohesion within communities. This is a balanced approach to dealing with citizen security, and it is essential. Without it, we are not going to get the results that we need.